Good morning. This is Donna Joerling with the Joerling Group Real Estate Company. We are a full-time niche company that sells real estate in two very distinct areas. We focus on real estate at the Lake of the Ozarks region, including like Osage Beach, Lake of the Ozarks, Camdenton, Sunrise Beach, Climax Springs, Edwards, that particular market, as well as we have agents in the St. Louis, St. Charles, Washington, New Haven market that can handle you there as well. We take it upon ourselves to belong completely to both MLSs. The multiple listing service in St. Louis covers a very large region that goes all the way down from Cape Girardeau all the way up to the Mark Twain Lake and almost all the way to Lynn, Missouri. The MLS at the Lake region goes into Eldon, up to Climax Springs, close to Wausau, not completely everything that's available in that market, all the way down on the north side of Lebanon and all of the Miller, Morgan, and Camden County region. So just to give you an idea, that's the two specific markets that we have MLS access to, which means we can put your properties in those MLSs, which we do. We cross-market properties. When we have the listing, we put them in both MLSs because those listing services have arrangements and agreements with other web portals that can advertise your listings in a various sundry of places. And we want to maximize your exposure when we work with you as a seller. Now, when we are working with you as a buyer, I can assure you we roll up our sleeves. We are there with you 100%, and we will help you find the right home, the right farm, the right condo, whatever it is, and we will do a thorough search for you. We are a unique group. I'll give you a little bit of my history. I am the owner and broker of the Joerling Group. I became a broker and owner 18 years ago. After I left my corporate job, I worked at Mercantile Bank, which is now U.S. Bank. And at the bank, I actually held, when I left, I was the VP of lending over business loans and commercial loans. And as well, in my experience there of 25 years, I worked in the home equity credit lines, residential loans, SBA loans, 504 loans, student loans, consumer loans, car loans, anything that had the word loans associated with it. I was a lender or in charge of that department. So a ton of experience that goes to work for you. And I pass that information along to my clients as well as my agents when I work with them, because I think it's critical because the loan is such an important aspect of the transaction, because it's important that you know that your largest asset and your largest liability are being handled and managed by a team of people. So if you don't have a lender already chosen, we're really good at working with other lenders that we know and trust, and we've done deals with them, and we know that they can come to the table and deliver the money and have a smooth, seamless transition. So we also work with excellent title companies, appraisal companies, and such to make sure you have a full team of professionals that are working with you, whether we represent you as a buyer or a seller. In addition to the two markets that we serve, both myself and Scott Wilson work with farm and land buyers. We are both farm kids. I grew up on a farm outside of Herman, and from morning to night, we were taught to work and get things done for our family because that's what put food on the table. So we are very good at locating farms. We know the different electronic portals that are available for farms because they're not always listed on the normal MLS. So we know where to go to find them and help our buyers and sellers get the most exposure as well as locate the farm that they're looking for. Because, you know, when you're buying a farm, that's unless you're buying an ag producing farm, that's not a need, that's a want. So finding the right farm to call yours, especially if it's a recreational farm for hunting and fishing and just spending hours of family time and building memories, that's kind of a very unique proposition. I'm the same way when it comes to helping you find your lake home. I live at the lake. I live on the lake. I've been going to the lake since I was 8 when I was a young Girl Scout. And we used to go up there and go to crappie fishing events. And I can remember the knotty pine cabins and everything else. And I'm very good at interviewing you as a buyer and saying, hey, what are you really looking for? How do you see yourself enjoying the lake? Do you go to the lake just to fish? Do you go to the lake to go to the restaurants and bars on the water? What mile marker do you feel? I feel like sometimes I'm interrogating my buyers, but keep in mind that I am doing a thorough job up front to get a very good feel for what you are looking for. And for those of you that are selling properties with us, home and condos, we are excellent at taking a look at the property, being very truthful and honest with you, and letting you know what kind of things need to be done, both cosmetically and maintenance-wise, for you to get the maximum return on your asset for the sale of that unit, as well as get it sold in a timely market when the market is hot and ready to go. So we are extremely dedicated to the profession, and I look forward to assisting you with your real estate needs, as well as Scott Wilson and any other agents on our team. So to reach out and make an appointment to either buy or sell real estate with us at the Joerling Group, please give us a call at 314-808-1712, and I'll do my little disclaimer. That 314 number, I've owned that number since Lord, how long have I had that phone? Well, when bag phones used to be out, where they were big and bulky, and they had like this brick of a battery in it. Well, that's how long I've owned that phone number. So I am not